Hello everyone, Flashy username, back again with some more Pokemon TCG online content. Today we're going to be continuing our series where we play every single theme deck and let you know which ones are good and bad. And for today we have a deck for those of you who are a fan of fromage. If you guys like cheesing wins, and this is going to be your deck because that's sometimes how it can feel when you play this Ampharos Raikou Stormcolor deck. Sometimes you're just able to get your opponents locked in a stun lock and there's nothing that they can do about it. So let's go ahead, let's jump into the matches and let's see how things go. And we found an opponent. We've immediately found someone who's on the best deck. So let's see how we can stack up. Are we capable of taking out the best deck on our first chance? Is the cheese strong enough? We'll be going first. I think that's our best chance of getting off a nice cheesy start. We've got a Furfro. Not really the most pertinent thing that I want to see. But we do also have a Timer Ball and a Nest Ball, so we can use that to see what exactly we're going to find. Timer Ball, if we get 2 heads, we might find something good. 1 head, 1 head. Alright. Because we only got 1 head, I believe... Oh, we don't have the Zebra Strike in here, do we? We have the Zebra Strike, but do we... And we got the Blitzel. Because we only found the 1 head, we're going to get the Zebra Strike and the Blitzel. It's going to let us have some nice card cycling. We're going to cycle through our cards pretty quickly with this. It also does combo well with this Furfrou. Since you require 2 energies and I can't attack right now, I'm going to put you right here. We'll say done. This can do 60 damage, so if our opponent has no other benched Pokemon, just take it out and win. So that'd be very nice for us. I expect them, yeah, there we go. They're probably going to find the Thundurus and a Tornadus here. Why not get a 240 power when you can? You know, just get the 2 biggest benched Pokemon, basic Pokemon in the format. Makes it easy. If our opponent's feeling a little bit in the long game, they might be able to find a Alolan Grimer. Maybe they'll find Thirtini as well. There we go. So our opponent's setting up for a longer game, not trying to get any quick wins. Let's see how we're able to do this. We will be taking out this Pidgey here. We don't want them to set up with a Pidgeotto. Pidgeotto is one of the better cards in the deck. Lets them cycle through their deck, looking at top 2 cards every turn. If they've got a switch, I fully expect to see a Grimer come out here. Even an energy to get this Grimer out. Yep, Grimer's going to go ahead and do some nice work for them. It's going to draw them a total of 4 cards. 2 cards this turn and 2 cards next turn. We've got a Kalihi. Unfortunately, we're not going to be using this Kalihi. We will be using our Zebra Strike. We do not have another way to set this up, but we can discard our hand down. We're just going to go ahead and put the energy on our Furfrou. Since we want to discard our hand, we could have used Tate and Liza to switch. Should have been thinking a little bit more for that. But that's alright. 20 plus 60 is still enough to kill the Grimer, so our clock is still the same. Because of that, I think we just used a return. We'll Tate and Liza. We'll get an entirely new hand. Get an entirely new hand, and if it's good, or if it's bad, we can get rid of our Zebra Strike. We don't technically need the second Zebra on our board, so we'll go ahead, we'll sprint, cycle through our deck. Hopefully find something nice. A P-Opal would be a good one. Flaffy is not exactly what we're looking for, but Escape Rope's very good. We will use Return. Yes, we'd like to draw an extra card. Thank you. Yet another energy. You know what, the energies aren't exactly what we're looking for, but if we're able to find a Mareep and an Ampharos, having all these extra energies is going to be great for us. Our opponent committed 2 bench Pokemon, so it looks like they drew those off of their Grimer. They got heads with their Bug Catcher, so they're drawing 4 cards. They're getting some nice card advantage. They're using the Pokemon Communicator. Probably going to find a Dragonair or a Pidgeotto. Those would be my 2 guesses. If they get a Dragonite, then we're just in for the... Okay, we're in for it. They got the Pidgeotto. Unfortunately, this Escape Rope does not let us pick who we get to bring up to the front. So let's see. Do they have the Dragonair? They have a Dragonair set up, so... I'm feeling not confident about the way that this game's going to go. We've got a Timer Ball. Unfortunately, we don't have anything to use our Timer Ball with. This only finds level 2 Pokemon, and all of our Pokemon right here are basic. So we'll be going ahead. We can use this Escape Rope. Let's see what they pull out. I'm expecting this Thundurus to come up. Yes, okay. So we'll be able to outrace this Thundurus here. We will be using our Sprint, since this Timer Ball cannot find us anything useful. Ultra Ball is an excellent drop. Professor Kukui would have let us kill anything. Ultra Ball, though, also does some nice work. We will Kukui. It doesn't really change our clock against the Thundurus right here, but it does let us get in. So we'll use our Head Bolt. We will not be using this Ultra Ball. Have we played an energy? We have. Yes, so we'll go ahead and do 80 damage to it. All we need to do is another 40 damage to it. Not the slightest task. You know, we're gonna need to hope we can fade Dragonite. And let's see, now they're probably gonna go put 2 energies on their Thundurus. Take us out. Yep. Why do we play this game anymore? I don't know. We're gonna... Well, they only have 6 cards in hand. Alright, that's more cards than we do. They've got 30 cards in deck. They're looking 4 cards a turn every turn. Hey everyone, Editor Flashy here. So about this time I got real demotivated and I stopped narrating. I thought the game was pretty much over. But you know what? You shouldn't give up. When you're playing this game, there's a lot of random things that can happen, and you just shouldn't give up when you're playing. We still had some outs, so I kept playing it through, but like I played against Dragonite so much that at this point they've got a Dragonite going, they got Tornadus, Thundurus, they've got the whole setup. So it didn't feel like there was much for me to do, but I kept going. You know, I knew we had the odds of getting an Ampharos eventually, but so I just want to say that, you know, no matter how hard it may seem sometimes, you really just shouldn't give up, because there's always a chance that you can pull back through. You know, trading card games, they're equally parts luck as they are skill. So yeah, they're putting out this Thundurus is a questionable choice here, actually. I don't know what they're thinking behind doing this, because this is going to give us an extra turn. It does get in chip damage. All of our Pokemon are now within the Thundurus range. Yeah, so here we are. We're going to get set up. We're setting up right here. We're going to put an energy down. We're going to try to get set up on the Ampharos. Because Ampharos, it's the reason why we're playing the deck. It has massive cheese potential. We're setting up the rest of our bench so that way we can get some nice value out of this Furfrou. The 20 damage that we're getting in at this point doesn't really matter, but the extra 2 cards, they're going to be pretty helpful when it comes down the line. But yeah, if you guys are able to take one thing away from this video, it's that you really shouldn't press the concede button when it feels like you're losing. I mean, there's times where if you're like, you know it's locked away, like they got 1 Pokemon, 1 prize card left, it's fine. But in the heat of a game, just don't give up. You know, you can always find it out. You never know what's going to happen. Looks like our opponent's got no water energies. That's not too terrifying for me, though. They're going to just use Thunder Scale. They're not going to do their extra damage to their bench. We have no choice but to send up our Ampharos. Got this here. We're going to go ahead and Nest Ball. All these Pokemon are bad. Yes, all these Pokemon are bad. Let's see if we can get the 2 energy we need. Okay, we were blessed. Just barely. Okay, now that we've got the Ampharos up, we can start doing some extra damage to their bench Pokemon. We're going to go ahead and do a Split Bomb. We're going to take out... I want to take out Pidgeotto and the Tornadus. We can claim free prize card with the Grimer, but I'm actually not too scared about it. So we're going to target this Pidgeotto as well. Unless they've got a switch. If they've got a switch, then bad things can happen for us. They've got a switch. They always have a switch. Why would they never have a switch? Dragonite coming up here is going to use a Hurricane Charge, put a Water Energy on itself as well as a Thunder Energy. Take out our Ampharos and our only chances of calling back in this game. As long as our opponent does not have a Water Energy, we are in the clear. Once they get that Water Energy out, things are going to start going poorly for us. Cynthia, can you find your Water Energy? Can you find the water energy? It looks like they don't have it. We might be getting lucky. Today might be the day of cheese. Today might be the day of cheese. We're going to go ahead and take out their two biggest attackers. We're going to Lady, get 4 energies. They're retreating. They are retreating. They don't have the water energy. They don't have the water energy. We're getting lucky. We're getting very lucky. This does not kill Ampharos. But they did. They took out their own Grimer. They took out their own Grimer. That's excellent for us. Okay, let's see how things go. We are going to Lady. 1, 2, 3, 4 electric energies. I wonder if they know what we're going to do with these. They're not going to see it coming, I guess. Well, they're certainly going to see it coming. We will go ahead and use our Unseen Flash. We'll go ahead and put these 2 energies in the Lost Zone. And we're going to go ahead and Split Bomb. We're going to take out their Tornadus and their Pidgeotto. Now they've got a Paralyzed Pokemon up front. As long as they don't have another switch, we should be doing some good work. We're going to start aiming to take down their other benched Pokemon. Another energy is great for us. It's going to let us suit up our Raikou for a final attack. And Naganadel is also an excellent draw. This Ampharos is going to do some excellent work as long as they do not have another switch. Let's see what they've got. They don't have another switch, looks like. They're just sending up their bench. They got the water energy, but they're not putting it on the Dragonite. And they've got a Cynthia. Let's see how things go. Let's see how things go. I was very demotivated in the middle of this game, but now things are looking to start to change. They've got the Hurricane Charge. They've got the Hurricane Charge, so they're starting to suit their Pokemon up. But fortunately for us, we've got yet another Unseen Flash coming. They are not ready for our Unseen Flash. Pupil is going to become Naganadel, use charging up. We've got plenty of energies in there, so we're going to be able to charge up for a while. How Pokemon Fan Club, Professor Kukui are all not Pokemon that I'm not supporters I'm looking to use. I guess the How is the one that makes the most sense for us, since we don't need any of these other Pokemon. We've got a switch if we want to do anything extra cheesy. But I am very worried about this Dragonite coming back up. How much health do you have? You got 60 health? So I think we're going to have to start targeting some other Pokemon. We want to target something we can take out quickly. We've got 3 prize cards remaining. Let's see what we got. Oh, our opponent scooped it up. They scooped it up. Oh my god, we got lucky. The Dragonite opponent scooped to us. What a blessed day. What a blessed day. I don't think we actually had that one. But I think they thought that we had that one, so that's excellent. That's very excellent. Okay. Let's run it back again. Let's run back another round with the cheese. The Ultimate Fromage. We got an opponent also on the Ultimate Fromage. Let's see how we can do in the mirror match. Yes, we'd like to be going first. Okay, well, we've got no basic Pokemon. It's going to be a mulligan. And now we've got only a Raikou. Raikou will have to do. Let's see if we can find anything useful off of a How. Our opponent's selecting their starters. I forgot who's going first. It looks like we are. So we're going to go ahead and put this Raikou down. And we'll fire off this How first, unless they have an insane draw. Furfrou is capable of drawing them up to 5 cards. Unfortunately, it looks like for them, they will not be doing so. They've got a Zebra Strike. Let's see if they got a Flaffy as well. They've got 2 Zebra Strikes. And they're using their return ability. No cards drawn. We've got the Mareep, one of the better cards to have in this. Let's go ahead and let's use our How, see if we can find anything else. We've got a Pupil. Pupil is not the most terrifying draw to have, but we will be doing 30 damage with our Lost Voltage, 3-turn clock on their Furfrou. And we're about to get set up with our own Mareep. So if we can find another energy for a Flaffy, that'd be very excellent for us. We're going to use How again. No reason to Professor Kukui at this point. They're using their other How, so we both have Hows. I would not be surprised to see a Smeargle come out, try to get something done. They're setting up on a Mareep. Maybe they've got the Ampharos. We've got yet another Professor Kukui. Still not the most useful thing, although 2 Professor Kukuis, no, not useful. Two regular turns of attack will take it out. We've got a bunch of nothing, but we will set up on our Mareep as well. Let them think we've got something. And we will go ahead and Lost Voltage again. We should start to commit this second Raikou to our bench in case something bad happens and our Pokemon start to die. But I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. I'm fully expecting a switch to come out. If they got the, not the Flaffy, if they got the Flaffy, I'm expecting that to happen. Looks like we're going to get Smeargle. Yep, Smeargle. Probably going to copy the Copycat in our hand. Copycat's pretty fun tech. Pokemon Fan Club does actually nothing for this. They might be finding a Piopal. Yep, Piopal and Raikou. Fortunately, their bench is full. They should have let their Furfrou die if that was their plan to get this out. Stunning Likeness is probably going to find Copycat. Drawing 2 cards of Professor Kukui is not the most impressive thing to do. But let's see what happens. Yep, they're using the Copycat. Copycat got a whole brand new hand. Let's see what we've got. We've got another Piopal. Professor Kukui is excellent against the Smeargle because it lets us take it out much quicker than we would be able to otherwise. We got the Naganadel, which is an excellent draw for us. Unfortunately, we have no energies to start charging up on, but we can start putting an energy on the Naganadel since we have so many extra. We'll go ahead and use our Lost Voltage, and this is going to deal a nice 50 damage to that Smeargle. Only one more attack with our Raikou, and we'll be able to take it out. Let's see if they got the Flaffy. Flaffy is what I'm most scared of at this moment. Zebra Strike would be not the scariest thing. Flaffy is what I'm most scared of, though. They're using yet another Copycat. They're getting their bench set up. They shuffled away their Piopal. This is why you don't commit too many cards to your bench, because you might find something better. Okay, they've got a Flaffy. I'm fully expecting the Flaffy to come out and use its ability to confuse us. No, they're Stunning Like this thing again. They're going to use a Copycat again. Ooh, no, they used Professor Kukui. Of course. Let's see what we've got here. We can Copycat. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards to draw. Is a pretty nice amount. We're going to put energy on our Naganadel. We will fire off our Copycat. We may have the Ampharos in hand, but we still need to find that Flaffy. Okay, Timer Ball is actually an excellent draw. Let's go ahead, Timer Ball, see if we can get the 1-heads at least. 1-heads at least. Okay, well, we'll get the Flaffy. Get this set up on the bench. We will also get the Blitzel down here. There is no reason not to play our Blitzel out. We don't have any attacks quite yet, but we will be taking out their Smeargle with our Lost Voltage. I'm fully expecting an Ampharos to come up and ruin our day. And once they pull out this Flaffy and bring out an Ampharos, our day is going to be effectively ruined. If they don't have the Ampharos, we'll be confused, have a 50-50 chance of doing anything. If they do have the Ampharos, our day is pretty much over. It's just going to be repeated. Stun. Oh, they have the Ampharos. They have 2 energy as well. They're going to be able to start mowing down our bench. Hopefully they have the energy. Okay. Fortunately for us, we have an escape rope, so we can get out of this situation. We will be using our Naganadel if we do not draw our own Ampharos. 50 damage to our primary Pokemon. So when you're playing this deck, what you do not want to do is you don't want to be attacking the one up front, because when that one dies, your opponent will have a chance to put a Pokemon up front and counterattack you. We have a counterattack already because we have this escape rope. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and escape rope. The question is if we're going to Zebra Strike or not. We've got the Lady in our hand. Lady is very useful once we get the the Zebra Strike going. I'm expecting this Furfrou to become sacrificed. Yeah, they're sacrificing the Furfrou. Unfortunately for us, we're going to Zebra Strike right now. We're going to sprint. We want to find the Ampharos, so that way our opponent can't cheese our Ampharos. We found another Mareep. This will have to do. Unfortunately, our Flaffy here is going to die this turn when our opponent comes back at us with the... Well, actually, we can retreat. We can retreat Naganadel. It's got a 1-mana retreat ability, and then use Raikou to finish it off. So we'll go ahead and do that. Raikou, take a prize card. It may look like we're up in prize advantage, but this Ampharos that they have is actually going to be very terrifying for us. Thank goodness we found the second Flaffy. Thank goodness we found that other Flaffy. I'm not expecting them to do the smart thing, which is Unseen Flash. Oh, they might not have the Flash. They might not have Unseen Flash. If our opponent doesn't have Unseen Flash, they're still going to Split Bomb, but they might take out the Raikou and the Flaffy at this point. Naganadel is charging up. Split Bomb? I would target Flaffy and Mareep, to be honest, if I was them, but okay. Taking out our 2 Pokemon, that seems fine. We're going to be throwing out our Naganadel up front. That's what we have to do at this point. Fortunately, we're all suited up and ready to attack. We've got a energy for our Flaffy. Since we have this Ultra Ball, we can eventually get up the Ampharos. But at the moment, as it stands, we don't have anything to do. We're going to save this Titaniza so that way we can use the Ultra Ball next turn. Go down to 1 card in hand, get the most out of our Titaniza. We'll do Turning Point. This is not going to kill the Ampharos, but it will still do some nice damage. They've got the Flash now. How'd they get so many cards in hand? Absolute insanity. Fortunately for us, we have a switch to go with our Titaniza. So we'll be able to switch out our Naganadel, especially if they don't switch anything in. You know, if they choose to Split Bomb, they choose to attack our bench. It's the most ideal situation for me. I'd attack right now I'd attack the Naganadel and the Flaffy, so that way I can have a nice counter attack if I was them. But let's see how things go. Naganadel and the Flaffy. Okay, we found the Ampharos. Just naturally found the Ampharos. Okay. So let's get this up here. I think just using all the cards we have to take out their Ampharos is probably going to be our best chance at victory. We unfortunately still do not have any energy, so we'll put the Ampharos up. We're going to Titaniza, and we're going to switch our active Pokemon with one of our bench Pokemon. Or will we draw 5 cards? We'll draw 5 cards. We have to just find... We found 2 energies. Okay, so we can go ahead, paralyze them, and move a basic energy to one of our other Pokemon. Let's see. Unseen Flash will not take this out, unfortunately. We can pay the retreat cost, although I don't want to do that. So I think just Unseen Flash right here is probably what we got for the best for us. Energy switch. Split Bomb, maybe? Split Bomb might be good. I do want to Unseen Flash. We can Unseen Flash and then Sprint. So we'll go ahead, Unseen Flash, choose 2 Electric Energy to discard. And then we'll go ahead and Sprint, see if we can find 1 more energy. Rescue Stretcher, let's see if we got anything. Shuffle 3 Pokemon into our deck. We'll get the second Mareep and the second Flaffy back in our deck. We gotta get a 3rd one, we'll get the Raikou. Now we're gonna go ahead and Sprint. Hopefully we can draw into 1 more energy. Be the most useful thing for us. Just 1. That's all we got, that's all we need. Excellent for us. We've got another Mareep. We'll put the Mareep out. And we got a Nest Ball. We'll put the Nest Ball out. See what else we can find. Another Zebra. I think the Raikou might be one of the better attackers that we got at this point, so we'll get that. We can now Split Bomb. We will target their Ampharos, and we will target their Naganadel. Okay, so I believe we're going to take this Ampharos out, unless they have... I don't know if they can use their Unseen Flash. They're using an Escape Rope. Alright. So we got to put our Pokemon out first. We will not be throwing out our Naganadel. Which one only has a 1 energy retreat cost? I'm expecting Raikou to come out, to be honest, so we'll sacrifice this Mareep. Naganadel is what comes out. If Naganadel decides to take out Mareep, we won't have our own Naganadel. They're using Ampharos. Maybe they've got the Unseen Flash still. Let's see what they've got. If they have no Unseen Flash, we're going to Professor Kukui. Hope to draw an energy. We really need to draw an energy to make this switch work. We can switch back in. They've got their own Professor Kukui, so maybe they're going to decide to take out our Flaffy. Split Bomb will do 50 extra damage to the person up front. Okay, nothing for the Mareep. Nothing for the Mareep. Let's see what they do. Split Bomb going to attack our 2 most damaged Pokemon. Is that what you're going to do? Yes, sir. Both these Pokemon are now on a 1-turn clock. Let's see what we can get. Timer Ball is an excellent draw for us. We'll go ahead, Professor Kukui. We got an energy and a Flaffy, so we can now retreat. We can now retreat. So that's actually excellent for us. Timer Ball can find some useful things, although it's not what we're looking to do. So yes, now we can retreat. We'll retreat, and we'll take out their Ampharos and deal damage to their Raikou with this other Ampharos. We'll use the sprint. We'll use sprint one more time because we might get Unseen Flash. No Unseen Flash. But we did find the second Flaffy. Okay. We got a Lily as well. Lily combos with Ultra Ball. We'll do Split Bomb. We will take you out. And we'll do good damage. We'll do good damage to Raikou, I think. Raikou is currently set up as an attacker. So we'll do some good damage there. Okay, so since this Ampharos is out of the picture, we're going to have a little bit less cheese to deal with. Another Naganadel is not exactly what we're looking for. We don't have the Pupil to back it up. We really need at this moment some more energies. We really need to develop our energies a lot. Raikou is set up for an attacker, so we will hopefully be able to get some energies developed on him. Naganadel is going to charge up. Good choice, good choice. Get some energies developed. Another Raikou on the bench. We only need to take out 3 Pokemon here, so let's see what we can do. We will be sacrificing our Naganadel. Our Naganadel does do extra damage at this point, but it's more important for me to get some cards developed on our other Pokemon. So we're going to discard a Blitzel and a Smeargle. Get these 2 discarded. We're going to search for an Ampharos. Get the Ampharos out. We're going to put this down. We're going to Lily and draw 3 cards. We got some energies, which is excellent for us. It's going to make our Raikou an excellent counter-attacker. We can also use Unseen Flash at the moment, although that's not exactly what I'm looking to do since I've got this Naganadel set up. So we will go ahead and Turning Point, just collect our prize cards. Our opponent's going to put out their Raikou probably as a counterattacker is all that they've got set up to do. But let's see if they start setting up another counterattacker. We might have this one. This is going to be a close game. It's going to be a close game. Let's see how we can do. They've got a Timer Ball. Okay, so they're going to be searching for their own Ampharos in a second now. Heads, heads. Heads, tails. Okay, they found a Flaffy. Alright, so they don't have the Ampharos ready. Let's see what they've got, though. They've got Professor Kukui. Professor Kukui does not do anything since our Pokemon is already so weak. The extra damage that they're going to do is not significant. They're choosing to set up on the Mareep, which is not the good choice. We're going to put out this Raikou, which is going to take out their Raikou. And they don't have anything to take us out in return. So we're going to go ahead and get this on Raikou. We're going to Pokemon Stretcher, get back a Naganadel, or the Pupil, actually, because we have Naganadel in our hand. Pupil back down on the bench. We will Kalihi, because we might as well. Let's draw 2 cards, get a heads, excellent. We get it back. Nest Ball will help us find another basic Pokemon. We've got a Raikou. We have only 4 cards left in our deck. Holy cow. It's a good thing that I checked that. We're not going to be using any of our Kalihis anymore. We're not going to use any of our abilities anymore. So we will just go ahead and Lost Voltage. We'll claim a prize card. Unfortunately for us, our opponent doesn't have any counterattack set up. We'll claim another prize card. We will not be using any more of our card draw. We're going to just set up on another Pokemon. Probably set up on this Raikou. Sending out the Mareep. They're going to get a Flaffy, and they're going to hope to take us out with some confusion. Yes, sir. They got the Flaffy. They might have the confusion. If they've got the confusion, we fortunately have the Ampharos to make sure that they're stunned and they can't kill us. We're down to 1 prize card. They're down to 2 prize cards. Things can go in either way. If they do get they might be able to get an Ampharos up. They might be able to get the Ampharos up. Rescue Stretcher guarantees that they'll get the Ampharos up. Oh, they're shuffling it back in. They could have put it in their hand, but they chose to shuffle it back in. I would have, at this point, when you're low on prize cards, put it in your hands better, because you know what? They've got 16 cards in their deck. They might not find it. Signal Beam. Okay, we're confused. Let's see what we get. We got another energy. Another energy. We're going to go ahead and set up on another Pokemon. The question is, which counterattacker will we be setting up on? Can we retreat? We can. The question is, which counterattacker do we set up on? I think the Raikou is probably the better counterattacker to be setting up on. It will be able to deal with our opponent the quickest. we will be going ahead and throwing off an Unseen Flash at this moment, just to make sure that in case they do not have the Ampharos in their hand, we'll have to force them to have it, because they did shuffle it back in their deck, so now we have to go ahead and try Lost Voltage. We got to get a heads here. We got a heads. Thankfully enough, we were able to take this victory. That was a very close game. You know, a lot of cheese flying in both directions, but we were able to take that one home. Very proud of that one. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed today's content. If you did, remember to leave a like and drop subscription. If you want to see any other starter decks, I'm running low on pretty much the top tier ones, so if you got a recommendation, feel free to drop it in the chat. If you want to see any other Pokemon decks, Pokemon games, or any other games in general, you can also leave a comment. But after that, this is going to be it for me. I hope you have a nice day, and bye-bye.